Hello, key agents. After listening to Amy, I'm going to kind of give you an idea of how to run through a CMA. It's very quick, it's very simple. There's only about 4 or 5 steps that you have to go through, so let's get into it. So RPR, do a CMA. The first thing you're going to do is actually type in the property address that you're looking. As you start typing this property address, Google Maps will try to pick the address for you, so you can just scroll down and choose which property is appropriate. So in this case, we use 7642 Stonehill Court. And it comes up to the landing page, which will give us all the information that's pertinent to us, even more detailed than what you'll find in the Aries system. Exactly what the close price was when this was sold back in 2003. And you'll see the RVM, that's the Residential Valuation Module that RPR is trying to guesstimate, similar to what we see in Zillow with those estimates, although these are a lot more accurate. And you will see on the comp page which ones they've actually used to calculate that valuation module. The next page actually shows you the property facts. This is the first step in there, is to confirm these property facts and confirm that it is 4 bedrooms, it's 2.5 baths, and if it is different, off to the right you'll see those boxes where you can actually make changes to it. So if it's not a 4 bedroom and it's only a 3 bedroom, you can type in those changes there. It'll also get you the interior and exterior features of the property. Interior, most importantly for me, I've always liked the part where it shows you the basement square footage. So you don't actually have to measure it. You can just use what RPR has, and in this case it says, I think, 702 square feet. Scrolling down even further, we'll give you the actual legal description of the property, tax ID number, owner's name, and also the school information, which is very important to make sure you get it right. I know I've always had troubles trying to figure out what property was serviced by a certain elementary school, and now we have it right here. You can actually click on the elementary school and it'll give you the demographics of each one of those schools. In this case, it's Chrissy Elementary and Springfield High School. Scrolling down even further, you'll see kind of the estimated values and where this property has actually appreciated or depreciated. As we all know, back in 2008 was probably one of the first times we've ever seen properties decline. But you can see from when the property was first bought back in 2003 to where it stands today on an estimated value. Now actually creating that CMA, again, that was just the property information. You click on that Create CMA. It'll take you again to the 4-step process. The first one is to confirm those home facts. So again, the button off to the right, Confirm Facts in the red circle. You'll click on that button and you'll come to that similar screen we saw under the property facts about the bedrooms, the bathrooms, the heating source and things like that. And if it has changed, you can make changes to it off in the right hand side in those boxes. And then once you're finished with that, or if you've not made any changes, in the bottom right hand corner you'll see that Confirm Facts and Close. So click on that button. And now the searching for comp screen is going to pop up. Now it automatically defaults to the single family and the active, the contingent, the pending, and also the solds. You can also change different ranges if you want to do. In this case, I believe it goes from 3 bedrooms up and 2 bedrooms up. You can also do a square footage range if you like. And once you're happy with those criteria that you're searching for those comps, you're going to hit the search button at the bottom right, and hopefully our comps come up and you'll be able to see those. You can actually make an adjustment on each of these comparables. So you can click on the photo itself and actually look at the photographs unless you've actually been through that property. You can actually move that slider bar that is in the red circle right now, either left or right, depending on whether the comparable that you're looking at is better or worse than your subject property that you're doing the CMA for. And as you hit that slider bar, it'll actually show you under the subject property photo exactly how much of an increase or decrease that will make in your CMA. Once we get to the comp screen, you'll see over to the right in the red circles whether or not you want to add this comparable to your CMA. You'll see underneath some of them that it'll have an asterisk and it'll say used in that RVM. So those are the comparables that RPR is using to calculate that RVM value. Once you've clicked on your comparable properties, the solds, again, I always like to use actives to make sure that our sellers know exactly what their competition is out on the market. The next step is step number 4. You're going to review that comp analysis. So again, the results of the comp analysis now states that it's worth about $397,980. You can go off into the right of that number and actually click that edit button, and you can put in a range if you feel it's a range that you want to give your sellers. Now that you've created in this CMA, it's time now to create a report. Now again, we can do this CMA for our sellers, or we could do it for our buyers if we're writing an offer on a property and they want to know what the property is worth, where we should start off. So the first thing you'll do is in the bottom right hand is to create that report that's in the red circle. And you'll have a number of choices to choose from, whether you want to do a property report, a seller's report, a property flyer. Be careful, the seller's report, if you don't customize it, will shoot out about 82 pages, which you probably don't want to print and give to your sellers, but you could download it to a PDF and forward it to them if you want to get that detailed. I would caution you to look at these reports first before you start printing them. There is a lot of very pertinent information, but there's also some information that you might not want to include. And you can see here on this customize your report, and again we got to that just off to the right of that. And I would suggest that you play with this a little bit and do the full report first and then see what you like and what you don't like and then rerun it. Once you get down to the bottom, you're going to hit that Run Report button. Now, it may take you a minute or two before you'll hear a little ding-dong on your computer saying that that report has been finalized. And then you can go under your Reports tab and actually click on the report that was just created for you. And this is kind of a sample of what the front report looks like. So as long as you've done what Amy told you to do and go up and change your profile and get your picture and your information with your name, your email address, your website address, and your phone number, it'll come out with all that information for you. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to call the hotline or call your manager in your region.